On today's episode of This Old Mower.
That fuel filter definitely looks extremely clean. Sitting on whatever. I'm thinking it's just a carburetor issue, but until I get into it, I won't know. Close that puppy up. Let's get to work.
Uh-oh. Guess we can't sell this in California. Good thing this don't look like California. There's Mama. She ain't happy with me. And this one actually has the safety bar. How about that, huh? There we go. Carburetor cleaner. Take it over here in case bad things start to happen. Oh no, I lost the key. How did I lose the key? I also rescued this critter off the curb yesterday. Oh, magic box of coffee maker. Please give me 3 more screws that look like that. It's a Craftsman. That's a Briggs & Stratton. I don't know how to turn this thing off. High quality. Good news though, I think the birds have finally flown away, so I can now enter and exit my own shop without getting attacked. These freaking birds, man, they crept over my seat. This here is a Craftsman YS 4500 series tractor. I was the one that removed those parts. This tractor belongs to a friend. He asked me to get it going for him. One of the things I gotta do, which judging by the weather, I'm not gonna be doing today. One of the things that I need to do is I bought the tune-up kit for it. The tractor's been sitting for about 3-4 years, so I checked out the fuel, and the fuel is just atrocious. Plus, the previous owner to my friends, I don't think they took real good care of it. I mean, look how greasy that is. That's just gross. So I got a degreaser and I got a power washer. I'm going to definitely spray out down here, being careful of the oil. And I have some parts for it in the house. You know, I got a new tire. The rest of these are just low. I got a new tire for that I got to put on. Excuse me. And I got a tune-up kit that includes the oil, the filter, the new fuel line, new plug. And I'm going to take the bowl off the carb. What I did, I shooted some gas into the cylinder and in through the carb, and this thing fires right up. Oh, I know, they're all flat. You know, and then dies as soon as the gas runs out, of course. But, so I'm going to put some fuel in it, clean out this tank. Oh, if it starts raining, I'm going to be in so much trouble. It looked like rain yesterday, and sure enough, it sure did rain. All day after I made the video, and then pretty much most of today. The sun is just coming out now, and it's, 7:30 at night. So I figured I'd do a little work on the old Craftsman here. Trying to get this project wrapped up so I can make a few bucks on her. I got my power washer out and I sprayed her off gently. I didn't do much here, just use regular water, some degreaser. It looks a lot better. Whoa, sliding. Gotta get that carburetor off. Check her out. I had to clean the gas tank out, and for some reason it wouldn't drain, so I ended up taking this off so I could invert it. It doesn't look too bad in there now. A little bit of yellowing, but nothing we can't handle. Looks much better. And that just sits up in here. This is relatively simple. These are pretty easy to take off. Whoops. Sorry. That little bearing cap off. I get this little key. They call it, I think they call it an E clip. I still say it's a C clip. These are tricky. These are tricky little devils. There's that. That was easy. 1, 2, 3. There should be a woodruff key in there somewhere. But let me get this critter jacked up, and then we'll get the tire off. Okay, I got this critter jacked up. Now, paying careful attention to things. This thing should just slide right off. You want to make sure that you don't lose. Wait, point to it. Ow. The key that fits in that groove. You don't want to lose that. If you do, you're in deep trouble. That's why it's occasionally it is best to work indoors. Put you on my knee here. And there's the key. Safe and sound. And that's how you take off the tire. Should be there's a spacer and a washer here. I'm just gonna leave all that there. Put these back on, as well as this. And we'll get a new get a new tire put on. Anyways, here's the problem with the old one. It sat flat for so long that that's not coming back. So, like I said, I got a new tire. Should be good to go. I decided to putz with the old Craftsman here. And I just had her going. I gotta mess with the carburetor some more because it only runs on full choke. But she was running. Let's see if we can do her. She'll fire up again. Not very well, but she was running. I'm in bare feet, so this is real safe. Ugh. That can't be good. I think it's just a whole bunch of crap. All the old stuff burning off. Yeah. Yeah, that's the exhaust. Just heating up, burning up all the old dust and grease and dirt. But this thing's a runner. Holy hell. Finally. Ew. So, I'm going to get the carburetor off and screw with that some more. I'm going to soak it for another, I only soaked it for about, 30-40 minutes. As gross as this thing was, it probably needed a couple hours. So, excellent. Finally got a runner. I don't know why that took so long. I'm thinking the main jet is still clogged. Wow. This thing sat for about 4 years, 3 to 4 years, so she finally ran. Once we get this carburetor problem licked, she'll be good to go. I finally got this thing running. But there's a very large problem which I failed to realize until right now. When I was first started up, through this thing shaking, rattling. I noticed these were all loose. All of those bolts. Couldn't figure out why. And then I noticed down here there's an oil slick. Couldn't figure out why until I got down here and I looked. And yes, the block is cracked. This motor is junk. That crack goes all the way down there. All the way up to the head. I didn't see it before. I wish I would have. I wouldn't have spent any money on this thing. Told my friend, just forget it, just buy another one or whatever. So I'm really disappointed in myself for that one. This thing has a fresh carburetor and a brand new plug and fuel lines right now, and I don't even know where it is. Oh, that maintenance kit over there. I got blades in the house, new tire on the back. This is not good. I mean, the thing fires right up. It sounds good, but I wish I would have seen that. This right here is the pain that has plagued me for this entire summer. At the beginning of the summer, I thought it would be an easy and fairly straightforward fix. I could not have been more wrong. You can review other videos and I'll post another footage that I have captured, but so far this tire is still flat. This one seems to be holding air though, so that's good. I got that all back together, thankfully. And I had to patch the engine block. But it still leaks just a tiny bit of oil, so this is going to be forever a mess. The customer needs a new engine, regrettably. It's not in that bad shape. It looks pretty good, but this is all, relative. The deck is a little rusty. That's the last thing I gotta do, is I gotta put the new blades on and fill that tire full of slime. Then I'm gonna cut the entire yard. If it'll cut this whole yard, it'll be okay for my friend who owns this. And I told him, look, you just gotta check the oil before you use it every time. And he's confirmed that with several shops, so I'm definitely on the right track. So, let's get this deck out and see what it looks like. Well, after a very long struggle, it wasn't that bad. I mean, the worst was it got hooked up there at the chute on the one side, but I figured I wouldn't film how to do this. There's some great videos out there on demonstrating how to do this. All it is, you gotta remove these clips. They're not that hard to do. Yeah, this deck is, well, it's not as bad as the Toro that we got over there on the other side of the thing. Ain't far from it though. Belt looks okay. I gotta find a new belt. It's got some cracks, some chips here, as you can see. Now, to find somebody that's open on Labor Day. Well, let me roll this over, see what the blades look like, what it looks like underneath here. Ooh, tasty. Oops. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. These guys are dry. I gotta put some penetrating oil in there, and probably needs new hubs, but I'm not gonna mess with that as this has a bad motor, but it doesn't look too bad underneath here. So I'm gonna go inside, see if I can find a belt. The blades don't look horrible. They need to be sharpened, but I'm just gonna replace them. Use them as spares. So I'm gonna go inside, see if I can find a belt. Well, because life hates me, and it's Labor Day, anywhere that has the belt is closed. And big places like Home Depot and Lowe's and all them places, they don't stock it, of course. So I'm just gonna put the new blades on and tell the owner, I owe you a belt, but I want this thing to leave yesterday. So I'm gonna put the new blades on. Let's go unbox them. Well, I definitely dig the box. USA Mower blades. That's right. These blades better be made in the USA. Ah, look at this. Good old Toledo. Awesome. I think that'll stay there. Oh, well. Oh, come on. Jeez, I guess they don't want this to come apart, do they? Boom. Brand spanking new. Made in America. A lot more blades. Alright. There, I got you set up on the tripod now. This stupid thing fell. We're gonna try flirting with danger here. There we go. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Now, back to our regularly scheduled program. about fogging oil. It doesn't evaporate. Like WD-40 will evaporate eventually. It stays there because it's meant to be inside an engine. That's what causes bearings to burn out. Okay, the deck is back on. Let's see if she'll go up. There it is. Perfect. All you gotta do is put some gas in this thing and blow up the front tire. This thing should be ready to go. Alrighty, this monster has 3/4 of a tank full of gas. I inflated the one tire. This one's okay, the closest one, so let's mow some grass.